Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, gbogbo ṣe ń lọ ní Máyégún dá wa sí.
Good morning to you.
Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o.
Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Mayégún Live. Thank you so much for joining me. And again and again, I'll keep apologizing for that poor audio, background, audio. It's unfortunate that it's not really syncing properly as it should. But yeah, it is our own way of waiting for the other member of the temple, the other Templars from joining us, right? So you read the caption of this broadcast, the description of this broadcast, like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, tell everyone that should know that Mayégún today, and we are going to start in a minute. Wike was having his meltdown yesterday, and it took a dig. It took many digs, right? Against so many individuals that used to be his political mentors and associates, you would say. But today, Wike is now like an emperor, a wounded one that is ready to bring down the entire house on himself and everyone else. He still keeps making himself feel like is this powerful guy. That is where we are going to start from this evening. So share this again. There's so much to unpack this evening, and we are going to be taking them one after the other, including few programs. Thank you so much. Today, and thank you so much for joining me. It is Mayégún Live. Well, this afternoon's Sunday sermon has got a lot of people talking. There is a follow-up on that. We'll come back to that later if the time sort of permits us this evening. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayégún Live, and we are going to River State today because of one man and one man only, Wike. Yesterday, they had a luncheon for him where his supposed loyalists gathered to sing his praises. And you know, Wike is a guy that would never miss a chance to brag about himself and whatever I think is politically and otherwise. But there is something that we will take away from this chart of his, and that will be his acceptance that whatever Fubara did with that local government selection is now and is kind of unchangeable for Wike. In fact, he is already telling his own supporters and followers to get ready for the 2027 political war in that state. Also, he took a swipe at Goodluck Egberejolantan for questioning the process of the removal of Uche Secondus, who happened to be the former PDP chairman, national chairman, in Wike's permutation to become a possible presidential candidate of a PDP, Wike opened the purse of River State to some of his supposed political associates. Some of them betrayed him. According to him, they are people of no character, no substance, no integrity. They lied to him. They deceived him. But guess what? It will not stop until he takes back his own pound of flesh. Among them is the former governor of Sokoto State. That is Awawu Tambuwa. I use Awawu because they usually say that Wike is the wife to Tambuwa. So Aminu, his name is Aminu. But I don't know. I just felt like I should call him Awawu. Anyway, Tambuwa was one crooked criminal that looted Sokoto State to a fault. However, he had the bailout money from his ATM card, which was with Wike at the time. Rather than Sokoto State to go bankrupt, Wike was willing and ready to bail out his pal with a promise that, you see, some part of this northern PDP bloc or votes or delegates, you call them, were going to be delivered to Wike. And Wike, on the other hand, did all he could to demarket the star boy of the 2023 charade, Peter Obi, to demarket him from PDP and saw to his exit from PDP. Everything seems to be going on fine until Atiku returned and the whole thing changed. Even to the day of their PDP Congress or convention where they were to choose their party candidate, Wike was still very much confident, having spent over ₦1 trillion of River State money, which part of that money also led to Sim Fubara being declared wanted by the EFCC. 428 billion naira of River State money was said to have been unaccounted for, missing, no account at all. And the only person they could go after at the time was the Accountant General, Simlaye Fubara, the current governor of River State. So the story long, you just have to please be patient so that you can understand how to connect all the dots, okay? If it sounds boring to you, you probably should go and join the Hallelujah Challenge, by the way, because that one is currently ongoing. Don't waste your time with Mayegu, all right? I am a storyteller, and that's how I kind of handle this, or should I say, that's how I run this temple all the time. Because Nigerians are those who have been verified to be suffering from Stockholm syndrome. You know, it is too long for them to remember so many things because most of them are deliberately forgotten, intentionally, or selective amnesia. So I am a storyteller. So therefore, let's go back to the source of the madness that Wike is currently, the schizophrenia that Wike is displaying everywhere you see today. It is not political sagacity. It is not political ruggedity. It is a pure madness caused by political disappointment or betrayal. In Wike's own book, they betrayed him. He robbed the River State people blind. So blind that he was able to actually run a PR that make him look like he was doing a great job in River State, when he was actually siphoning them so massively that he was building buildings and not the people. Anyway, they were looting River State to fund some certain states ahead of 2023. Then the Waziri Adamawa, and that is Atiku Abubakar, was living his baby boy life in Dubai. He had no business with PDP until a year to the election. In fact, until a few months to their primaries. Then he came up and he said, well, it is my birthright. And shockingly, right, all their billions, hundreds of billions of naira looted from River State funneled through sponsoring or funding PDP, as Wike will put it, just went down the drain in one single night. How? Tambuwa, who promised that he would deliver this northwest, northeast, or north central, and all these northern states to Wike in PDP, suddenly reneged and he stepped down because he himself also declared interest that he wanted to be president, but it was part of the permutation that Tambuwa would pretend to want to run for president. So with that, it will now help garner the support of this northwest, northeast, or north central, the northern Nigeria. It will garner the delegates' votes, and then it will hand them over to Wike. That was the arrangement. To the point that when Wike came to the podium as an aspirant, Atiku was there, Tambuwa was there, Wike was there. He publicly said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, whoever emerge from this platform, this process today, I shall support him." Remember this. Then Tambuwa dropped the bombshell that deflated Wike's ego.
Let me vow today, anybody who emerges here, I will support the person to the fullest. Anybody who emerges here today, I will support the person to the fullest. Because I'm a committed party person, because I love this party, because since 1998, I've been in this party. I work for this party. I will not
to step down my aspiration, and not only that, but I appeal to my supporters to take this in good stride and in the hands of national unity, patriotism, and not only that, those who are delegates here should vote for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Wazir Adama, PDP.
That was it. Wike became totally shattered, deflated. What? Tambuwa, why would you do that? I donated 500 million naira to the victims of a market fire in your state. I gave 500 million naira to the victim of a flooding in your state. I gave you personally over 40 billion naira to offset the payment of salaries of your workers. This is betrayal at the highest level. So when Wike automatically became a free agent after that night, he reneged on his promise to support whoever emerged as PDP candidate that evening. Oh, he ran mad. He was mad, raging like rabidly mad. We will sink this ship. We will sink this ship. This is how you play politics. That was the genesis. And becoming a free agent, right? That then opened him up to everybody who is ready to negotiate. APCO, Peter Obio, just anybody. At least some of you, this is not too long ago. It's about 2 years ago. Remember, it's not like 5 or 10 years ago. This is just about 2 years ago. To the point that Wike now formed a group called the G-String Governors. The G-String Governors who were ready for the betrayal of Wike, they were ready to negotiate with anybody who is willing and ready to give Wike something, including Atiku. So his offer for Atiku was that, okay, fine. Una don't play me. Okay, well done. Nice one. Well play. How about you give me vice president then? He was so willing to become vice president, despite the fact that Atiku was going to contest as a Fulani from northern Nigeria, when Bokwari, a Fulani from northern Nigeria, was about to finish 8 years. Wike was willing to be a vice president. Let us make me a vice. but he won't get the vice presidential slot as well. Since he won't get that, he had a meeting with Atiku, by the way, and his condition was, make me vice president, and yeah, we can go ahead and do this election. They're like, no, somebody like you, we can't. Because prior to that, this was what Wike was like.
Yes, so we can pepper them. Pepper them. Which of the designers you pepper them? What designers you pepper them? So of everybody to concentrate on how PDP will win. You go and pay money to television houses to talk about Wike every day. Meanwhile, Wike and his team were busy bringing down every structure of APC here, providing the dividends of democracy to our people. Your own state, you're only busy talking about Wike. I've told them, when you have a child, give the name Wike. Since you so much like the name, what I want to advise my Krafi, look, you have a job. Make sure PDP wins Kaduna State. That is their job. Leave Wike. Make sure PDP wins in Kaduna State. That is all I have told everybody. In Kano, make sure PDP wins. In Niger, make sure PDP wins. In Jigawa, make sure PDP wins. If you win, then see whether we will win here or not. Operation show your, deliver your state. Don't use any person's state to add up. So it's unfortunate. And that tells you, when I said the day I will speak, some of you, those you rate, you won't even buy them for a naira. At the appropriate time, I will tell you whom they are, the kind of characters we are talking about. People will speak here today, tomorrow they say different things. You begin to wonder, is it the leaders you are talking about? Is it this leader that spoke with me last night? Is it the leader I'm hearing now talking this morning? It's unfortunate, really unfortunate.
Do you get that? It's unfortunate. Like they promised him. They told him that, now they went on to go and pick the governor of Delta State as vice presidential candidate to Atiku. You go and try and win the election first. Okay? That was when he turned fully. So he now narrowed his options. Remember then, APC don't finish for Nigeria, like finished. But people didn't know then that Tinubu was ready to do anything and everything to become the president. Out of 24 people that wanted to be APC, Egbekebe's presidential candidates, Tinubu alone sponsored 20 of them. No, 21 of them. Apart from Amechi, Pastor Ruga, Oshimbade, Ikene Shatabandu, right? Amechi and Tinubu, those are the real 3 aspirants. The remaining 22, in fact 20, I think, how many people contested to be presidential candidate of APC then? I think there were like about 31 or 30 of them. Tinubu alone sponsored about 27 aspirants. Yeah. Guess how much was the presidential ticket of APC at the time? How many of you remember? I think it was 15 million, maybe 20 million. Yeah, presidential form for APC. I think, was it 15 million or 10 million? I can't remember. I think it's 10 million or 15 million. Tinubu paid for 27 aspirants to pick up APC form that they wanted to be president. It got to a stage, some group of Abadorians, they were like hawking presidential tickets, presidential form. You just hear that, they don't, oh, hang on, 100 million. God bless you. It's like 100 million. That was the beginning of Tinubu alone bought forms for 27 aspirants in order to flood his whole space with presidential aspirant, and all of them will step down for him on the day of the convention. Yeah, that was the beginning. People didn't know then that Tinubu has already bought the INEC or police. He has compromised all institutions around even Bokwari. That by the time Bokwari realized that, there's nothing that can stop this guy. I mean, you remember now, it was like almost forcing Bokwari to go and attend the Tinubu's campaign. He didn't attend more than 2. And it was like a force, like they forced him. They dragged him to say, you need to go and show up there. You need to show up there. Remember? So Tinubu was like, whatever money cannot buy, more money will buy it. Outside APC, Tinubu was telling everyone, he was meeting there, that whatever you want. What do you want? Whatever you want, just name it. To governors, he wasn't offering them money. He was, including Wike, he was offering them, they should just name whatever they wanted. Anything. I'll give it to you. Just promise me that I will get 25% at least in your state. 25%, please. Just that. I'm not even interested in winning your state, please. Just promise me 25%. So Wike and his G-string governors, they moved to London, Paris. As they were meeting with Tinubu in Paris, they were meeting with Obasanjo and Peter Obi in London. So somehow, to show the good side or goodwill that it was really, really, remember, like I said, the entire Nigeria have already sort of rejected APC. Put it that way. There was no chance for APC anywhere in Nigeria. Despite the fact that they have a rigged system, there was no chance. But people didn't know that it wasn't going to be elections that will actually determine who is going to win or not. No. It was going to be permutation, agreement, counter agreement, and all of that stuff. Deals will make who is going to be the next president. Peter Obi was riding on a lot of young people, right? They were willing. In fact, it was reported that for the first time, Nigeria recorded the highest number of people registering to vote. It's on record. People wanted to. A lot of people who have given up on Nigeria, people were returning to Nigeria to go and register to vote. It was that mad. So the likes of Wike also rode on that. All the terrible, horrible things people knew about the PDP and Wike, because he became a free agent, some of the obedient started liking him too. So when he met with them in London, Obasanjo brokered the deal. And the deal then was that they were not asking Wike to probably rig or anything. They were just like, they call it to rescue Nigeria. That's what they called the meeting, to rescue Nigeria from APC. That's when Wike returned back to Nigeria. He invited Peter Obi to Rivers State to show his, like goodwill, to say, I'm willing and we are ready to play ball. The day he invited Peter Obi, he also planned to commission a project so that it will look like Peter Obi came to commission project. However, the obedient and the rest of we are all one. Because he has already said a lot of things about APC. Example of that was that how can he leave PDP that has malaria and join APC that has a stage 4 cancer? Remember that statement? Then, riding on that wave of obedience, he invited Obi on the 17th of November, 2022. And this is what happened that day.
Party, the people are ready to waste your vote. The social media people, they are here live on the right. Look at us, look at us. Can you beat this crowd? We are obedient, we are obedient, we are obedient. This is the beginning.
God, see vibes. Come on, buddy. Come. Obi! Oh! The man!
is coming. Obi is coming. The president is here. These are not ants, these are crowds. These are not ants, these are crowds.